Hey guys, so following on from my Marks and Spencer high protein video, I thought we would move on to Lidl, so a slightly more budget friendly option. And we're going to start with the first protein products that they came out with, and that is the protein pudding. I have expanded the section over the years, but let's start with the OGs. So here in the UK, we can get vanilla, chocolate, salted caramel, or like a slightly smaller pot, which has half and half. These definitely taste like a dessert. They're quite rich. Personally, I can't eat them every single day. I prefer maybe more of like a protein yogurt in the evening, but on the weekend, if I'm craving something a little bit more decadent, then I would go for these. My favorite flavor is the vanilla, but they're all nice. As you can see, it's quite a thick texture. They also do the puddings in a 6-pack with a creamy top, which personally I'm not a fan of. I just don't really like that top layer. I would just prefer the pudding on its own. And then they also have quite a few yogurts in the range. So they do the protein yogurts, which is just, it's a nice kind of more fresh flavor. Coconut, berry, and some others. For the protein shakes, I'm pretty sure I've tried every single flavor. And honestly, they're good. Cheap, you get your protein in, they taste okay. They've also recently released a coffee, which I haven't tried yet. So if anyone's tried that, let us know in the comments if it's good. Moving on to my new favorite, which is their protein ice creams. So they came out with tubs and some ice cream sticks as well earlier this year. So far, I've only tried the peanut butter tub, and honestly, it is so good. I will say you can't really categorize it as a high protein food because when you compare the calories to the macros, it's not amazing. But in its like section of ice creams, then it is high protein, if that makes sense. If you were to compare it to something like a Ben & Jerry's, you're getting a lot fewer calories and a lot more protein. But if you ever come across the chocolate bars, please, I'm telling you, don't buy them. They're so bad. Like honestly, I am the kind of person that even if something doesn't taste that great, I'll still eat it because I don't like food wastage. But these are a struggle for me. I don't know why, it just tasted so gross to me. So honestly, I would avoid them. The protein bars are okay. I think they're less than 200 calories and about 20 grams of protein. I've only tried the cookies and cream flavor, but it was a long time ago. But from what I remember, they were okay. Lidl also does protein cheese. So you can get the slices or the shredded. I've only ever tried the slices, and to be honest, I wasn't a fan just because I am a single person, so I have to get through the pack by myself, and I just found that they were drying out too quickly. I would open it and within like 2 or 3 days, the edges would start to dry. So it's one of those things that you kind of have to open and eat quite fresh. Otherwise the texture just goes a little bit weird. From the frozen range, I've only tried one, and that was the naked burrito with smoky barbecue chicken. And it was okay. To be honest, I didn't really get much smoky barbecue flavor coming through. To me, it was more just tomato and paprika. That's what I was kind of hit with from the beginning. And I ended up adding a little bit of spinach to mine as well, just to get in some more greens. It was okay, honestly. Like, would I say go run to the shop and buy it now? Probably not. It's not amazing. But if you are on a budget and you just need something to have in the freezer for those days where you just can't be bothered cooking, but you still want to hit your macros, then it's a decent option. Moving on to the fresh refrigerated section meals. So they have a much bigger selection. They actually just recently came out with a lasagna and a green Thai curry and a katsu curry, which unfortunately I haven't tried yet, but if you've tried them, let us know in the comments if they're good. Because to be honest, the few ones that I have tried, I haven't been the biggest fan of. But let's go through the flavors I did try. So firstly, I went for the pulled barbecue chicken. And honestly, that was quite bland, especially the quinoa and the beans. I just wasn't really a fan of that one. I would have preferred more veg, but I will say the chicken was quite soft and it was quite saucy. Then I tried the Cajun beef with rice and spicy beef, which again was also quite bland. There wasn't much beef in it. It was mostly just beans and rice. And the veg was okay. There was just a lot of carrot, really. I've tried one of their newer ones, which was a pulled pork, and honestly it was okay. Definitely a little bit more flavorful than the others, but it did have jalapeno in it, so I feel like it was mostly just the jalapeno that was giving it a kick and some nice flavor. That is my quick overview of the high protein range from Lidl. If you have tried any of the other products and you have some recommendations for us, let us know in the comments, and thank you. I'll see you guys next time.